Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pull together a couple of fighters who are meeting each other on Miranda Carter's bill at the weekend. Now, Miranda Carter promotes fights on decent occasions, and they're quite lively nights. At the Your Call, this on Sunday afternoon, I think. And she's got 11 fights on, and one of them is a rematch between Danny Cassius Connor, a former Fitzroy Lodge boy, and a guy called Tyler Goodjohn. Now, they met before, back in 2011, and Tyler won over 6 rounds, won by a couple of rounds over 6 rounds. So it wasn't an all-over jobby. It wasn't actually finished. It was tightish. So they're having a rematch. I don't know if it's over 6 or 8. We'll find out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get both boxers up. And as you know, I don't go in for cheap threats here. I don't have fighters up on the line screaming at other fighters. I don't do that. But I am on this occasion going to get both boxers up, because what we're going to do is we're going to have an out of the ring fight. Yes, we are. And I don't mean we're going to have a fight on the street. We're going to have a quiz, a contest with the quiz master, the Boddy man, who's going to be answering questions. And it's going to be, I think, should we do it the best of 5, Ron, or the first of 3, even though it's the exact same thing?
Whatever suits you, Steve.
Whatever suits you. Okay, first of all, let's just say hello to the two guests. Starting with Danny. Danny, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Now, listen, Dan, flex your shoulders and get your muscles in your brain working, because there's going to be some heavy-duty boxing questions coming your way.
All right,
okay?
Here we go.
Tyler, how are you?
Yeah, not bad, Steve.
Right, Tyler, yeah, let's get your shoulders going, son. As I say, we're not doing any cheap insults. We're gonna play a little game. We're gonna answer simple questions, and if you don't get the answer, I'm gonna throw it over to the other boxer, and I'm gonna work out if someone's cheated and gone online and done the answer, in which case there could be some disqualification. So it's very serious. I don't want any hitting after the bell. I don't want any cheating whatsoever. I want it to be absolutely straight. So the pair of you, shake hands. Good. You ready?
Let's go.
Well, you ready? The first question is going to go to Danny. What's the first question, Ron?
Simple one for you, Danny. Who was the Supremo of Fitzroy Lodge for 40-odd years and who died recently?
Oh, only one answer to that, and that's Mickey Connie, mate.
Okay, what we'll try and do is we'll try and get rid of that bit of swear word. If I could also ask you, I know it's a pre-record. In fact, Dan, it's a bad start. Listen, so Dan's 1 up. But Tyler, could I say to you that if you manage to answer your question without swearing, you will get a bonus point, okay?
All right, yeah.
All right, Dan?
Do that question again.
No,
do the question again.
No, we leave it in. We can exit. We can drop it.
Oh, what a
leave it in. Listen, time out, people, time out. This is why we're doing this like live radio. Ollie, I'm overriding you, man. We're gonna zip out the swear word, right? He didn't know.
top man.
We're gonna leave it in. Okay, Ron, I need a question now for Tyler, not one that makes him swear.
A question for Tyler.
A simple one.
The Olympic bronze medalist who's boxing in a British title fight this weekend.
David Price.
Yes! Tyler storms back and he gets the bonus point because Danny was swearing. Okay, it's 2-1.
Liberty, Steve. You should be looking out for me, mate. You're a Fitzroy Lodge boy.
You don't understand. I'll probably be sacked for your swearing, mate. So I'm putting my life out on a limb. Okay, next question goes to you, Dan. You ready?
Go on.
Go on, buddy.
Fitzroy Lodge boxer, who's a trainer at the moment at Fitzroy Lodge, had over 100 amateur contests.
Mark Reigate or Roy Connors.
You can't have two. You've got to have one.
I'm gonna have to ask you to decide which one's it going to be. Who are you going to choose?
I'll say Mark Reigate.
Correct.
Well done, Tyler. Tyler, question for you. Okay. Now, bear in mind the score is now 2-2. Right.
Okay.
If you get this right, then you win. Equally, if you get it wrong, it goes over to Danny, who gets a chance at a bonus.
No pressure, Tyler. No pressure.
No
mate.
pressure. Right? You ready? Do you two talk to each other when you're not boxing? I mean, do you know each other? Do you bump into each other?
Yeah. With pals, yeah.
So there's no bad blood between you as such?
No.
All right, good. Are you boxing 8 or 6 over the weekend?
10 in it, Tyler.
10?
10, yeah. British Masters.
What's British Masters or something?
Yeah.
Oh, God, sorry, fellas, I didn't realise that. So British Masters between the two of you.
Yeah.
Well, okay. First of all, before we get to the question, I need the. I'll tell you what. I'll have both of you back on next week if I can. If that's all right, to go over to go over what happened, and it's been an absolute delight and refreshing. And I tell you, there'll be some people listening to this tonight that can't believe I've got two guys who are going to fight each other talking this way. Now I've got to come up with a final question. All right, now you're going to get first dibs at this, Tyler, and then it's going to come to you, Dan. All right, and don't start doing that as a Fitzroy Lodge boy. I should be looking after your garbage.
No, it's all right, go on. It's all right. All fair and square.
Absolutely. I'm looking at the Boddy man. Boddy, Robbo, you've got a good question for them. It doesn't matter if they don't get it. We can call it a draw.
Yeah, okay. How many men Olympians are they going to be at this Olympics 2012?
Love that.
From England.
Tyler, the clock's ticking.
From Great Britain. From Great Britain. Make it easier for you.
What boxing for Great Britain?
Boxing for Great Britain. I've made it easier for you.
Is it?
What was your answer?
8.
Wrong.
Right, so go. Oh, you shouldn't have said wrong. You should have. Oh, Ronnie, you've ruined the suspense. Okay, we're going to throw it over. This is working a treat, this. I tell you, if I'm not careful, Bruce Forsyth will want my job. Now we're going to throw it over to you, Dan. This is to steal victory, Dan.
Yeah, I reckon it's 6.
Wrong.
Wrong, you're both wrong. It's 7.
What is it? What is it?
It's 7.
Oh.
That's it. See, let me tell you, that's why I get the big bucks. You understand me?
I'll leave it out.
No, listen, it's not personal. Dan, it's been a pleasure having you on. Tyler, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thanks a lot, Steve.
Listen, fellas, listen, I mean that. I'm not joking, and this will be going out tonight. I'm telling you, that was absolutely fantastic. Thanks to the pair of you. Good luck on Sunday, and I'll speak to you next week. Tyler, Tyler Goodjohn, who fights against Danny Cassius Connor on Sunday on Miranda Carter's bill at York Court. I think they've both been good sports. If I had a drum roll, I'd do it. Tyler, thank you. Danny, thank you. Speak to you both later, fellas.
Nice one.
See you, son. I tell you, that worked a treat, Ronnie. Apart from you noughting up at the end.
They're giving them half a clue. I was going to make it difficult and say how many English boxers.
No, you know, that was good, though. That worked, didn't it? Two kids.
Yeah.
Who'd have known that we'd get 2 kids on that are friends?
Yeah, exactly. And they're boxing each other.
That was
over
quite
10
good,
rounds.
wasn't it?
That was very good.
I'm impressed with that. I'm really happy with that. I know you probably don't believe it if you're listening out there, but that really wasn't rehearsed. They had no idea what was coming. And as you can tell from my gorgeous assistant, neither did he have any idea what was going, because he completely sorted it out at the end. Now, before we go on, we've got to just look at briefly, Ronnie, the Women's World Championships, which are the main qualifier for the Olympic. Tell us who's gone through and tell us who maybe hasn't gone through.
Right. World Championships in China. Nicola Adams beat Mary Com. Mary Com with Katie Taylor, the 2 most famous, most outstanding
about 6
female
world titles.
Exactly.
Unbelievable win.
Exactly, incredible win. Natasha Jonas from Rotunda in Liverpool. Yep. She's also qualified. Now, Savannah Marshall should have qualified. All 3 of these girls have had 3 wins already.
Yep.
Today is a rest day, Thursday. They box in the semi-finals tomorrow. The reason we can't say that Savannah Marshall has qualified is because there's a very strange rule. There can only be 3 boxers from Europe go at any one weight, and it happens at 75 kilograms middleweight. All 4 semi-finalists are from Europe.
So let me just get this right. If the qualification at this World Championships is the 4 semi-finalists, assuming they're not all 4 Europeans, that means that there's 16 in each weight. That means that 12 are going to be picked. 12 boxers out of the 16 will be selected by somebody.
No, not really, because they split it up. You've got Oceania, you've got the Americas, so you qualify from each of your regions as if you were qualifying differently. So you can have qualified by losing in the semi-finals or losing in the quarterfinals from another region.